We're back with more Artisan of Glimmith, which I accidentally called Glimora in my last thumbnail. But don't know where I got that from. I think I was thinking of Spyro again, because there's an Artisan world in Spyro. The dragon called Glimora. There's definitely lots of stuff that's called Glimmer in Spyro. This game just makes me think of Spyro apparently. Big Spyro head, so makes sense. This area is optional. Apologies for the ponderance and constraints I've laid upon your work. Many further rules are yet to come. You may proceed as soon as 4 windows are complete. I commend your diligence and persistence. Oh, thank you. I will complete all the areas because I want to. All regions must be in a good old 3x3 region like this. 3x4 region. So, like, we know that this all is correct, right? What we don't know is whether it goes this way or whether it goes this way, but we do know that for sure, and we can do this all in every corner really. We can make a little 3x3 region. So let's quickly do that. Go. And you know what? Just for funsies, I'll do it like this. Actually, I won't, because that makes no sense. There we go. Now, what we know, right, is that no matter if it goes this way or this way, there's something that has to be in this corner, a different region. Now, this corner, we can actually do this for all of them as well. Now, this one here that's in this corner has to can't travel right. It can't travel up because it would take over this region. And it can't, well, it could travel left, but it has to kind of travel left. It needs to actually do this. So it could either go down into this region, which is actually a different color. So I'm going to make a different color. Or, and I'm going to make this one a different color too. Or it could go this way, but it can't go this way. So what we can do is just draw a little wall showing this, and we can draw a little wall showing this, and in fact this one is done. We can close that one off. This area now is one to think about. We've got another little 3x3 area right here. Again, that is perfectly fine. So this one can't go up now, because if it did go up, it would hit into either this region or this region. And we know that this region is separate from this region, so you know it can't go this way. It could still go this way, that's perfectly fine. Or this way. So we know it goes at least 1 up. Actually, we know it goes at least 2 up, right? And then it either goes this way, or it joins this one and goes this way. I mean, yeah, either this way or this way, really. Doesn't matter. So if it does join up with this one and go this way, then we've got an issue here with only a 1x1 region. We've actually got the same 1x1 region here. If this one joins up here, then there's nothing that can fit there. This orange one actually does go this way. This one's a full... undo that. This one is a full region like this. Now this one is a full region like this. This one has to go down, and it cannot go up, so we'll block that one off. This one now has to be like a 3x3 region like this, and therefore come this way. This one's locked. This one's locked. This one has to join up with this region and therefore is locked. If this one has to go this way and is therefore locked. This one has to go this way and is therefore locked. This one goes this way and is therefore locked, and that one's that one. Perfect. Everything kind of broke once you thought about it for more than 2 seconds. So that would be potentially a region. Can't see any way that these couldn't be in the same. Well, actually, I can. Well, actually, this one can't go anywhere apart from up, right? If it goes here, then this region would have to be here, and that's just wrong. And if this one was here, then this would have to be here, and that's just wrong. It does go that way. And this one then needs to come out. Now it can't be this way. It has to be this way. Then lock out like that. This one be like this. This one be like this. This one is. Yeah. And then we've got the final one there. Perfect. Let's click on this one next. On larger puzzles, guessing can get you big shows. Only color shapes that you know for sure. Well, this one we know for sure. This one we know for sure. This one we do not know for sure. But we do know that he does that. We know all of these do that, really. Now let's think about this square. If it does something like this, for example, it cannot go here and it cannot go here because this would leave a 2x2, which is a different region. So we know that it actually comes here and then goes there. That is a full region. Same with this one, has to kind of go like this. This one has to go like this. This one then has to come like that. It could. This one has to go like this. This one then come like this. This one then has to go like this. Just for the fact that it is now blocking a region. This one now has to go like this. This one now goes like that. That one like this. This one like that. That one comes like that. Got lots of commas over here. Yeah. Yeah. And then we are annoyed. This one actually goes like that, I think. This one, that. And then this one. There we go. I knew where I went wrong, I just was not thinking, apparently. Well, let's think about this corner, right? If we've got one that goes like this, we've instantly got a problem. And if we've got one that goes like this, we've instantly got a problem. So what we know is that this shape is actually upside down. It goes like this. Then it probably has to travel along this wall, at this one, and then be happy. So that's a full area. Now, we could have something like this, for example. But then what's happening down here? Nothing. So we could have, again, something like this, be perfectly fine. We could, again, have something like this, and that would be perfectly fine, and that's the whole puzzle done. Perfect. Alrighty. What have we got here? Got Z's and squares. So let's think about if this one is a square, right? Then this must be like this, right? Then this one must be like this, and then this will be a square. Oh, that's an incorrect shape. This one's right, but this one's wrong, right? So that's an interesting one. Let's restart this for a second and then think about this. So like it could be like that, for example, right? But then there's nothing that can go here. So I feel like my start must be correct, because I mean obviously a square can't go here. This one is a square, then we can't have something. Could have something that goes like this, for example. That would be fun. And there we go. It was just a matter of thinking about the boxes and where they would fit together and not yapping so much. Well, again, we've got a fairly easy one with just straight lines, where you need to look at like what straight lines you do first and then start from there. So for example, let's have a look at this one, right? This one could go this way, or it could go this way. Either way is fine. So that's why I haven't actually touched it yet. But this one, on the other hand, it can't go this way, so it has to go this way. And lock that one in. Now this one, again, can't go this way, so it has to go this way. And lock that one in. This one, again, has to go this way. This one has to go this way. This one has to go up this way. And so on and so forth. It's all about finding those little gaps where, you know, there's only one way that things can go, and moving from there. Though we are quickly running out of ones where is that obvious. For example, this one could go both that way or that way. This one, on the other hand, it's only up and down, so it has to go up and down. In this one and this one. Then we've got this one that can only go across. This one that can go only across as well. Then we've got these. A whole bunch that can only go up. Only go across. Only go across. Only can go up. All this. And there we go. Nice and pretty. Nice and pretty area for a nice and pretty puzzle. Okay. Interesting. So what we can immediately see, right, is this area. Something needs to go in here. And if we look at what could possibly go in here, if it be something like this, for example, but then we don't have another free thing to go here. It could be something like this, for example. And this is the middle, so this goes 4 down. And then let's say that this bead, because that's the bead. There. And this is completely and utterly fine, and is probably what the shape looks like. But we don't know that for sure. But what we do know is that this one now needs to come out. So what we now know is that this is either this 2 area, can't be. I'll explain that in a minute, because it just can't go this way, for example. And we know that the 2 area here is connected to tiles on both sides, or it has to be one of the 3 areas. So we know that that one is a 3 area. It goes like this. That's fairly easy. And then we go another one. Now we've got the same issue over here. And we've just got a whole bunch of squares that I guess like having somewhere to be. And I don't blame them. I'm playing this right after record my last episode of Dead Letter, and I just keep on thinking about how much I hated that game. Oh god, what a... I don't know why it got to me so much. Let me know if you've played it and what your feelings are about it, because I feel like I might get roasted for having terrible opinions, but can't stop how I feel about media. Just like games can and should be better. Maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe the kids don't think games like that are cool anymore. I don't know. I'm ancient. Three. Another cross. Square. The square. A 3. A 3. 3. 3. Beautiful. Well, this can't be a 5, so it has to be like this. And this one has to be a 5. And this one can't be a 5, so it has to be like this. Then this one has to be a 5. But then this one is... So that has to be like that. This has to be like this. Put this in. There we go. There we go. Isn't this game peaceful? I say as I keep on running into my own walls. And then getting this wrong. Finally. End up crying. Thinking about puzzle games and how I'm not good at them. As I fix this up. Yeah, I know. Bad. We do that. There we go. I had to think about that one for a second. So, what's this saying? Oh yeah, games. I am. And if you did like Dead Letter Society, tell me. What made that game memorable to you? What elevated it from other horror games, in your personal opinion? I'm always interested to know, actually. I used to be a games journalist. Very mediocre and terrible back in the day. And this was something that I often thought about, right? Was with a game, what makes a game good? Is it something special? Or is it something like visible? Is it just an opinion, man? You know? Or is it something more than that? Are we humans? That's all questions that I've asked myself. As I again failed to do this puzzle. I think let's reset this. This one could be like this, I guess. What we do know though for sure is that this is a thing. Now this one has to go. This one has to go this way. It does not need to be the same as this, but does need to. This one then has to come this way. This one has to come this way. This one then come this way. And then this way. So that one's definitely. This one's definitely a 3. This one is definitely. This one's 3. This one. This one has to be a 3. This one has to be a 3. This one now has to be a square. So this one now needs to turn this to be a square. Now, if we just drew squares and 1, 3, we're finished. I think, yeah, this one becomes a 3, this one becomes a 3. This one becomes a square, this one becomes a 3, this one becomes a square, and then that square. And we're done. The second rule of puzzling, when you find a pair of squares that cannot be connected, draw a border between them. Okay. So for example, we know that this has to be the case. And then there has to be a border like this, for example. We know that this has to be the case, and there has to be a border like this. We then know that this has to be the case, and there has to be a border like this. And like this. We now know that this come out here. It could go here. If it did, this one. So that needs to be the case. That needs to block out like. Yeah, alright. This one goes this way. This one comes like this and joins that. This one then comes this way. This one. Does this, I think. Yep, this one does this one does this, and then we've got another one over here. And that's been exploded, but we don't really care, because we're trying to do the whole area. Though, this is a 5, this is a 7. A perfect score. Did you guys, I don't know whether, I have got achievements turned off for Steam. So it doesn't pop up at the bottom right, which I find annoying when I'm watching videos. I don't know whether you guys find the same way, but there is a Steam achievement for finishing a 6 puzzle, and that's called 6-7, of course. And there is a another puzzle achievement for finishing a 5 out of 7 puzzle, which is called a perfect 5 out of 7. That's a joke from like an old Facebook group, if I'm remembering correctly. The developers who don't watch this series, they should confirm if that's wrong, but it used to be like this movie reviewer, I believe, on Facebook that essentially was like, said that things were a perfect 5 out of 7 or not. And things could never be a 7 out of 7, of course. That was my memory of her anyway. I think that much has to be correct. And then this has to be like this. But then that one's... Is this all correct so far? No. Let us undo and then think about this like little corner piece there. So this one, for example, could go like this. And this one could go like this. But it has to be a T and an L. Then the problem is what happens here. Because this one has to come at least to here and then either go up, in which case it'll L and block this off, or it will become a T and again block this off. So we know that this is a problem. So what else could possibly happen? Because this is too short to be either the... So know that this... Then let's think about this. If this is the T shape. Again, we got that problem. And again, we got that problem. So it's really, yeah. what happens here? Because we know that this happens, right? I guess that we think about is if this is 5. We do that. I see now. Yeah. Okay, this is a T. That's the other option. The option that doesn't screw me. There we go. 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2. To think about this one. This all correct so far? Yeah. Okay. So my logic has been sound for all the way up to here, but it's this bit that I'm worried about. Because if it becomes... So it needs to go at least one more out, no matter what shape it is. Each shape is at least 3, right? This is a 3 line. I suppose this is a 2 line? But then... No. 3 line. It goes 1, 2, 3. Actually a 5 line. And if it's the full 5 line, then it's here, and then we've got this shape which just is not anything. So we know that it's not a full 5 line. So the only other option is it's a 3 line. So the 3 line. Now, could be an L, or it could be an L. That's the only option. But it could also be a T. But can't really be a T. If it's an L, it's like this. That's the only way to get into that area. Then this one could be an L. Like that. It looks somewhat right, doesn't it? I suppose that this one does that. This one does this. Got a major problem here. I think that that's the next to think about. There we go. So this one to come out to at least here. Then I think it has to be an L. Gross. It's... Oh, I didn't mean to reset it. Can I Z? Oh. Let's erase all this stuff. And then I'm going to erase this one. Erase these. Alright. This could be a T. That's what I'm at. That is a T. We also have to think about this one in some sense. Let's do that now, shall we? There we go. Okay, it's much easier to get rid of them by left click. Okay. So this one to come out. Then it needs to come out again. Now for this one to not be stuck, it needs to come out. Now this one has to be a 5. And this one has to be. So that's a problem because of this area. So actually, this one does this. Barley. Wait. This one does this. That one's full shape. That one's full shape. This one now comes out. It needs to go up and across. This one. Do this. This one. This. This one does this, and then that's locked in. Although the last one. And we only used one hint for the entire thing, which was good. I'll try not to. I could try to do the 7 out of 7 puzzle, but let's start with something that's slightly easier. Let's go 5, 6, 7. Although we've got these ones over here now. This one's only a 3, so let's start there. Again, this is a weird shape, but we've got a whole bunch of stuff that we know immediately has to happen, right? Now this one, it could be a 4. So let's think about it if it's a 4. Dun, 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 and then dun, 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 dun. Then this one has to be like dun, 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 dun. Oh. Yeah, like that. Then this one has to come. This one also has to. This one's a 2. I think it's like this. No, it's not. Me entirely. I feel like this one's a 4. And this one would have to be the 3. Go down to here. But then, yeah, you would run off the map. This one's not a 4. This one is a weird offshoot. Unless it's like this, standing up. I feel like this still has to be a 3. Here. Is that it? Oh, something like this? Yeah. Oh god, that was hard to visualize. Hard to visualize in my small little brain. I don't know why it was hard to visualize, it just was. You guys ever get that? Being so hard to visualize. Out. This one, on the other hand, is as easy as pie. We've just got like little squares that lead into each other. It's like a magical mystery tour. Everything is talking to one another, a kind of syncopated harmony. We even decided to stop and change a colour. That one's also glowing now. Oh, another 5. So this one looks markedly easier. So this one has to then either go this way or it could go this way. But either way we know it comes out. This one has to come out. Any other ones that have that one? This one's actually obvious. Has to be. Alrighty. So this one can't go this way or this way, so it has to go like this. That's another lock-in. This one then needs to come like this, and there's another lock-in. By finding this level 5 puzzle so much more peaceful than the other level 5 puzzle. Just kind of solves itself. It's nice. Until we get here. Oh, I mean, even then it solves itself. Look at that. Beauty. Aren't we thinking nice, calm thoughts on this day? As we progress. And I remember, not everything needs in life needs to be difficult or sad. Life is about the friends that we make along the way. And then we think about this area, get overly annoyed and just want to quit. And then we think about pressing the check progress button just to make sure that we haven't fucked up in our pursuit of knowledge and exit. But we don't. We forge on until we get to this point, in which no matter what we do, we realize we have failed. And so we strive again to find out the true secrets of where we went wrong. And so we do press the check button and we find out we've got nothing to be worried about. We're fine. We can just keep on keeping on. And we realize, oh wait, there is a way that this works. Do this. We could do this. This could come out like this. And everything again is fine. That locks in. Perfect. We were worried for nothing. That level 5 puzzle was a joke. A farce. And then we look at this level 2 puzzle And we think, well, surely this will be easy. It's level 2. Little did we know how wrong we truly were when we made the first move, and it was entirely wrong. Just kidding. Everything fits into place, just like a puzzle. We sigh. I don't know why I'm talking in the third person. What's up next? Number 6, number 5. Let's do this one. All right. Started on this one. Well, let's think about this one, right? If it goes up, right? Doesn't matter what shape it becomes. It can become this shape, it can become this shape, or it can become this shape. It leaves something here that just can't happen, which is a too wide. So we know that this one has to come this way. That's the only other way that it can go. You now do this. This is fine. What it can't do is any other shape, because every other shape requires it to go this way. So that's fine. That's locked in. Now, this one. This one could go here, but then that leaves a too wide gap, which is wrong. So it still could go up though, but then that leaves a 3 wide gap, which is wrong. So it actually does not go up. It comes this way. Then we know just by the law of the shapes that it needs to go this way. Now that much is right. It could go there and become that, but it has to do this. So let's lock this all in. Now this one has to come like this. That's just locked in. This one has to come like this. Now that one's not necessarily locked in, but this is. This one is too. This one, if it goes this way, and that's fine. Yeah, definitely fine. If it goes this way, then that's fine. Definitely fine. And definitely fine. We don't know, but what we do know is that these two are the same. This one and this one, they're both the same. We just don't know what way it actually goes. Well, let's think about this, right? This one comes here. Oh, we can also block up this one. Does not go that way. And this one doesn't go this way. So this one does need to come out. Then this way, that law, and then it comes that law. It also can't come into here because that would leave a 1 by 1 gap. So that one's true. That one does that. Go further this way. Could come here. That's perfectly fine. So if it does come here, then we've got a 3 by 3 gap, which I think is impossible. Yeah, there's just nothing that fits in a 3 by 3 gap. I think it does in there. There's a couple of things that fit in a 2 by 2. Again, this one can't come here because it fits a 3 by 3 gap, which is just impossible. So like, that could very well happen, for example. That's fine. But, and then this is fine. Um, but just nothing else can do 3x3 gap. It's alright so far. No, I didn't think so. And the reason why I didn't think so is just because of this area here. We need something then that like goes like this, for example, to be able to fix it. So let's have a look at this mistake. Is this wrong? Look. Well, let's get rid of all of this. Think about this. This must be correct, right? Yeah. So where did I go wrong here? Is this one? Yeah. That's 3x3. If this comes up here, and then there, this creates a... Yeah, there's just no shape that can be made doing that. This one, there's just no shape that can be made doing this. So this one does have to go this way. And then, because there's nothing that has a 3 line, this one has to do this. Now, this one's locked off. This one's also locked off, because there's nothing that does a 3 line like this, for example. That's just impossible. Then this one does this. There's nothing that comes up, so this all must be correct so far. This one does this. It could come up. That's fine. I could do this, for example. Could also, but it can't come this way. It also can't come this way. So far, I think that I've done everything that I've already done. This one can't come this way. That's fine. Is this all correct so far? What? Why is this a mistake? So if I end this, then end this, is that still? Yeah. Yeah. So we know this is correct. No, this is correct. But what, yeah, so what happens here in this case? Yeah. Yeah. So now it's telling me, oh, so this is just a, I didn't think about that. Alrighty. To be fair, I did not think about that. The fact that this is a W piece. I need to think about W pieces more. That's fair. Okay, totally fair. I will start thinking about W pieces more. Like this one could be a W piece. I think this one's wrong. I did kind of put it in when I was just yapping, so it could also be like this. But I think it probably is like this. So if this one's a 4, it cannot become a W piece. And this one creates a 3. That's, no, it only creates a 2. That one could be locked in. That one can do that. Do that for locking. This one be a different color. Could theoretically come this way. This one this way. Could come that way. Does come right there. I don't think it can come this way. This one could be a W piece. This one could be a 3 piece. This one go like this. This one has to come like this. Like this. That one has to just stop there. This one could theoretically be a W piece. Most likely that Tetris piece. That was actually most likely this smaller piece. This one could be this. This one could be like this. Where's our another one? The 6. Okay. Well, this one's more my speed, right? I'm good at the 4s. And just fill in a whole bunch of stuff. Start by filling in corners. And this is enough. Okay. So those are all the corners that are on the box. Now, we could start by thinking about this one, right? This one, I think, has to be a 3x3. And the reason why I think that is if this is a 2x2, then this fine. But then this one has to be a 3x3. Which seems to be fine. Now, if it's a 3x3, about that for plot this in. This would also have to be a 3x3. It's actually probably better to get more 3x3s out there if we can. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. But this one didn't need 3x2. Wow, it could be a 3x3. This one. This one. 2. This bit. This one. By 2. This one. Yeah, 3. This one would be a 2x2. And then we're fucked up. So that was a whole mess of just explaining why this one's actually a 2x2. Yeah. This corner is interesting, isn't it? This corner as well is interesting. This one has to be a 3x3. Just has to be. It can't be a 2x2. This corner like this. This corner goes like this. So this one has to be then a 2x2. That one then has to be a 2x2. They can't join. This corner then does this. That has to be a 2x2. Can't be any more. That has to be a 2x2 as well. This entirely. This one. This one. This one has to be a 3x3. This one then has to be a 2x2. Locks in with this one. This one does this. Could be a 3x3. Likely. This one can be a 3x3. This one could theoretically, but it can't. That one, that one, that one, and that one. This one here could be a 3x3 as well, so I'll just leave it like that. One of those two is for sure. That one's like that. That theoretically like this, but is actually like this because this one has to do this. This one, this one of these two is a 3x3. In fact, this one is. It has to be. That corner needs to go some. This corner has to come out. All that. does not do that. This one does come out. So actually, that one does that. This one. This. Then this one combines with that 3x3 area. Becomes a little 2x2 area. But probably becomes a 3x3 because this one has nowhere to go. So this one locks in, that one locks in. This one becomes 2 3s. Fairly enough. So all we've got left is the 7 puzzle, which we'll do now. Difficult 7 is the highest in the game. These puzzles are diabolically tough. Recommend saving them until you've completed most of the game. As you gain experience, you'll learn subtle tricks to help overcome them. Or we'll try it at least. And if we do need to give up, we can. What I can see immediately is this. This one needs to be either this way or this way. We don't actually know, but that one's fine. This one, again, could be this. This one does this. This one does this. And this one this. This one. This one cannot go this way. I think it most likely does, actually. We can think about that. Because then this one also becomes this. This one does this. This one this way. This one does this. I think that's wrong there. It's alright so far. I think that this one is actually not a T. As sad as it is, this thing. Be like this, I guess. This one has to do this. I think this is all crease over. Kind of is all falling into place after all. So this bit sad about. Yeah. Here's this mistake that I made. So I was right in saying that this is a shape. That's for sure correct. Well, these are definitely L shapes as well. So this one is either an L shape like this, and an L shape like this, and an L shape like this, and an L shape like this. L shape like this. Oh, it actually doesn't have to be, but it does actually have to be. L shape like this. L shape like this. This one then comes out. Let's make sure that we're all correct. So, as usual, we're not correct. We can F off. Well, this one does have to come, right? What's happening here? Ah, see, be like this. I didn't think about that earlier. I need to stop checking my progress. Someone remind me. This could be. I'm not gonna check my progress. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. Think about life. About the passion of the crime. About strife. About other things that rhyme. Yeah, and this one could go either way. What we do know is that this one does this. Then we know this one does this, I think. So this one does have to, right? Off. That's all wrong. But this is all right. All wrong? Yeah. Also, that one does do that. Then what happens here? This needs to be locked in, right? Yeah. Then this one needs to come out and join this one. Gift. Ah, this one does this. This one does this. Sometimes I just can't see what's right in front of me. This is all wrong. Where did I go wrong now? Where did I go wrong? Here, I think. That one's like that, right? No. Is this T? Fiction? I think it is. This one does need to go there, because that's just the only way that that works. But then this one does need to come out. And the only way for that to work is if it is a... It could be a T like that. I did not think about before. That probably makes that worthwhile. Now this has to be a T intersection. But we don't exactly know which way round it goes. This one also has to do this. This one now needs to come join it. So this is a T intersection as well. Now this could be a T intersection like this, and this one could be a T this. That's fine, we've got a line here. That's done. Okay, that was hard. Well harder than I thought, and probably it was something that I should have left for later. But we did it. So, note what you know. The key to suggest in trickier puzzles is marking down partial projects. Merge cells when you know that they belong to the same region. Draw borders when you know they exist. Do this immediately, even if you don't know the full shape of the region. Filling in the facts will reveal new ways to make further progress until the puzzle is complete. Right. So what we do know immediately is this. Right? These cannot touch. This one cannot touch this one either. This one to go this way. This one cannot touch this one or this one. This one, though, does need to get out. I'm guessing it's just blues and reds. Good. This one probably is to stop. This one needs to be a 3 region and cannot go this way. They must be the same shape, so they can't be the same region. So this will just be correct as well. Let's have a look at be blocked off. This one needs to be blocked off, but needs to find a blue. So all of that is correct. This one then needs to be blocked off here, needs to find a blue. This one needs to be blocked off and needs to find blue. There we go. Now this red out and probably immediately in. Now 1, 2, 3, 1, 1. Well, let's think about that. Oh, this one needs to be blocked off. This one needs to be out. And then needs to be immediately a 4 space. That's fine. That's fine. This is probably fine. This one needs to come out. Is all this correct so far? Nope. I thought so. This one needs to come out. This one, touch this or this. This is ended. This one goes this way. Touch these. This is locked off. This one's locked off. This one needs to find a way out. This one needs to find a way out. Those are all closed off. That's closed off as well. This one now needs to come out. It can't go this way. It can't go this way. It has to come this way, and then has to be the same shape that does that. This one now needs to do this. This one now needs to do this. This one needs to come out, so those two can't be connected. What else? Here's this other mistake. Is that all great? Right. Well, the thing that I don't think to happen is this. Is there's just no way that the shape could be the same. Because I would need to go this way. So this needs to be separate. But where does this necessarily go? It could go like this. And this could do this. So those are all fine. This one then needs to be here. This one then needs to be here. But can't come here just because of maths. And then that does that. And that's gilded. Ooh. Alrighty, we're on to some more easy puzzles. We can think logically for a second rather than screaming in my head or the answer. Next time, I'm going to try and use no hints. I'm just going to think about it. I just don't want... this is wrong. I forgot that rule. Does this. Perfect. Does this. That's that one. I've got the rule where things of the same color can't touch other walls. This one. Of exactly 3. For example, this is all fine. This is fine. This is all fine. That's all fine. And done. Of exactly 4. This one comes out, this one comes out, this one comes out. We can think about corners. Yeah. Of exactly 4. So for example, This one could be like this. This one, this one could be like this. Be like this. And now we've got a big line. I feel like that one could be solved in multiple ways, right? This one go this way. Go this way. This way, or this way. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one is. That one is. Now I will start to press Control in a minute. Be able to see the sizes of regions. This one's 6, so this one goes another one. That one. That one. One's 6. That one locks in. This one. 6. This one comes up. That one comes up. That one's locked in. 6 needs to come in. This one needs to. This one does the same. This is a 6. This is a 7. Exactly 11. That's all mandatory and becomes a shape. This is all mandatory. Becomes a 3 shape. This is all mandatory. Another 6 shape. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Be fine. 8. 7. Fine. Rest. I see that hidden one. 3, so this is all necessary. These needed now collude. Out. So my collusion has gone wrong. This one's actually right. This one. This one goes this way. This one goes this way. This one goes this way, and then we've got several collusions over here. Let's click on this one. Righty. Exactly 18 press. Let's do this. This all has to be one region, I believe. Now, this can't go this way or this way. So that's fine. How big is this region? 8. It also can't go this way. This one can go this way. That's fine. This is now 10. It can go this way, but I don't want it to. I don't want it to do that. I believe this is 17, and so I want it to do that. And then I'll just cap it off like this, and I think, oh no, that's fucked. There's, yeah, so there's 2 18s. And this one needs to come this way, right? But then this one needs to come out. So this one actually this. And then locks off. Then I think that this one probably comes up this way. And then this one probably comes out this way. And this one probably goes this way. Like that. How much is each of these? That's 17, that's 15. So this will be 16, 18, and be 18. That's fine. Let's do this one. No, let's do this one. Of exactly 13. So this one comes out. The Geminis are interesting. Because how big is this grid, just in general? 26. So it is two 13 grids. What we do know, though, is that these two are different. Now, this one could theoretically come here. But if it does, then this needs to come out, right? And moreover, this needs to do this. This is probably wrong, but I'll stick with it. So I think that these are just... Oh, that one's full. One will be... they're not equal. And this one is... So anyway. So this one. Now I think that it's just that they're not equal, right? So there we go. That's a rough shape that works. Just a matter of getting them both to equal, which is harder said than done. Let's restart this, and then we'll move this snake out. Click on this for a second. Now let's say that they didn't meet up here, which is probably more. That's like a head, several bodies, and a tail. But then like a really big back. Is this 13? Different. And that's wrong. So we could divide. Let's think about this for a second. So that could be. So it's 4, 1, 2, 3. So this could be the 1, 2, 3 for this side. These could be polar opposites, but they can't do. Well, that would also in This needs all correct. Where's this mistake out? Alright, think about this then. Okay, so that's those two fairly equal. So we need this. But then this needs to be this. This, I think. Be like that. You guys are probably screaming at me. Feel like that much. Right. Probably. This one could come. Could like block this off or there. This would be a U. A square. But again, that's not accurate. There's this mistake. God damn it. So this would be like there. And then this will be like this, let's say. And then that would be like that. Why am I not thinking about this quickly? What's wrong with this? Well, let's mark in what we know is correct. That's all correct so far. This has to be different. Can we make that a different color? And now these are all. This is all correct so far, right here. But I don't know whether this is necessarily the right place to look. What we do know though is this and this are different. We can mark those off. Now these theoretically could all be the same, but then these would have to be the same. This would then need to be the same. Apparently not. So this would need to be the same as this. This would need to be the same as this. This all must be correct. This then needs to be that. So this needs a 4. There's only 2 places that can get a 4. One's here. Now, if that's a 4, then this is a like that, right? And that's like that. Oh, what a hard one. What a hard one indeed. What's this one? Let's finish off there. And then, we're done for the day. I'm guessing there's only one per region as well, even though it hasn't explained that rule. That's normal Sudoku. So actually, let's do another. I'm having too much fun. I know I'm terrible at this, but so it's not, because that's locked, right? So I was wrong earlier, because this one has to be like this. Just has to be. No other way. So this one could be like this, for example. This one could be like this. So I'm guessing that even though those regions can overlap, these ones can't. So yeah, multiple things contain multiples. Alrighty. I've decided I'll do another one. I might be addicted. There we go. Okay, so things do not have to be in a region if they can't be. Alright, with that, I will end it all off. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, or subscribe if you're new. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next one. See ya!